All right, what's up, guys? Doing my podcast here with Alfredo Alvarez.
Hey, how's
Um,
it going, everyone?
yup. And let's just get straight into it. So my essential question is, can we communicate and express our emotions in a healthy way with things we love to do? So I'll just break it down into pieces and we can talk about it as we go on. What are some things you like to communicate with and like express your emotions?
Honestly, I'd say there's a lot of things we could do. Honestly, you could maybe for a certain person you could like go sit down and paint. Maybe that's a way to express your feelings. Who knows, man? It's up to you what you really like.
Right. And like, what do you think, like painting, like for you, like let's say you were to paint something, what do you think that would express?
I think it would just express everything I'm feeling in the moment. I would just draw my heart out and draw everything on a piece of paper and just what I'm feeling, like just what I envision in life. Honestly.
Right. Because I think sometimes in life, like we can have outbursts that like we regret like almost right away. Whether we're like in an argument or an altercation. So really like being able to communicate with not just your voice, but like something you're doing. Like I know for me, like this summer I was upset with someone. So like instead of like going right at them, like I would go to a basketball court and like sort of like all the like extra like anger and like sadness and stuff like that, it would sort of like flush away. So like when I was able to like talk to them, like I felt like I was able to have like a more like real conversation of instead of it just being like bunch of anger being unleashed. So I think it's really important that we find things that like we can go to and like express ourselves without really speaking, if that makes sense. I don't know
Yeah,
if you have
yeah,
anything
yeah.
like that, Alfredo, but like if you have anything like that, feel free to like let us know.
Yeah, I think you hit that on the spot, man. Like with you, a man of a lot of work and courage that does 5 workouts a day. I mean, I understand you doing one just like to relieve the stress. I understand that. For me, I'd say probably just plugging in my AirPods and listening to some Babytron or maybe some Yeet just to get my mind off things. It helps me fluid. Just listen to my feelings through music, honestly.
Right. So like Yeet and like Baby Tron, they're like a little more upbeat. Like why that music in like a certain time?
I'd say specifically Babytron. He's just like really lyrical and like Luka Doncic, Steve Nash. I'm gonna change the game like that. That just hits personal to home, honestly. What
Yeah.
about you,
Yeah.
Arshawn? Who would you say you listen to get your mind off things?
I mean, there's a lot of different things I would go to. Like if I'm feeling sad, maybe I'll like listen to something like like upbeat. I think one artist I like you go to for like a lot of stuff is like Drake because he's really versatile with it. Like he can rap, he could also like get in his feelings, like on Do Not Disturb. I think that song's fire.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
I
100%.
like listening to Drake. I like listening to like Middle Eastern music too because it helps me feel like feel like I'm part of a culture.
Yeah, I
Um,
feel I feel that too. I listen to some Mexican music occasionally, time to time.
yeah, yeah, but I guess sort of just like I don't really like listen to like a certain thing with music when I'm like upset. I sort of just like shuffle my playlist and just like sort of listen to music. I really like music in terms of like expressing myself as well. Um, because I think it's a great way to like sort of like express what you're feeling without like saying something that you don't mean.
Yeah, I feel it, man. I feel it. But Arshawn,
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch on you. What if I'm gonna ask you the question?
Okay.
What's another way we can communicate and express without music? What's
Out
another way?
music sort of thing. I think journaling is a good idea as well. Sort of
Hmm.
like for me, I don't like to internalize my thoughts because sometimes they could just be like it could become overwhelming. So I think journaling is a really good idea. Sort of just like writing your thoughts down so it doesn't feel like a bunch of random thoughts. You could sort of like see what you're you could see what your thoughts are like saying kind of, and then you could sort of like filter out like all the excess stuff from there.
Yeah, I feel that because like Mr. Trinidad's classes here, that it really helps with all with like the weekly journals. Helps me just write all my mind without anybody watching what I'm writing, like making fun of me. It just helps a lot.
Yeah. I think the journaling sometimes in his class could be like you feel like you're doing a lot. You feel like you're in an English class, which sometimes I did feel like we're in an English class. But like when you look back at it, you could sort of see like you're just typing what you're feeling about like that certain question or um like a story we read and like what we think of it. It's good to like write down your thoughts, I think.
Yeah, it's yeah. I think out of all three options we talked about today, I'd say writing it out in the journal most it hits home to me the most because I feel like everything in Trinidad, I feel like we just like we hit that really hard this year, and I feel like I'm just like really used to it now. So I feel like I could do that later in the future, maybe in college. I don't know about you, but maybe even later in life in adulthood.
Yeah. When you're feeling like a certain emotion, like let's say you're like feeling angry, is there something you like to do? Like do you like to hit Bay Club and hit a little lift when you're angry? So like is there anything like that that you like to do?
Oh yeah, personally for me, yeah, like you hit on the spot right there. Bay Club, like I just love hitting those open runs and just like just when I get the ball in my hands, I just love to stroke that thing.
Yep. Yep. I think for me, sometimes when I'm feeling stressed, sometimes I like try and golf, even though like I suck at it. Just like that one swing, that one stroke could like release all that stress. You know what I mean? I think it's
Oh
important
yeah,
for.
I
Go
understand.
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I understand. Like I heard you're a big Colin Keith guy too, so I really understand that.
Yeah, yeah. I really look up to Colin when it comes to the golf game. But that's about all we got. I appreciate you guys for listening. Alfredo, got anything to say to the class?
And I just appreciate everybody, and I appreciate Mr. Trinidad for everything he's done this year in senior synthesis.
Yeah. Appreciate your time, Alfredo. Uh, good rest of your night. All right.
You too, Arshawn. Have fun.
All right, bro.